Welcome, everyone. It sure is an exciting time to be in sports with the NFL preseason starting. But what could be better than having a 10-unit going tonight? I uncovered it early this morning. It's backed by a system that is 16-0 against the number since 2016. You can get it right now for just $50 on a guaranteed basis, meaning that if this play would lose and suddenly go 16-1, you will get the next 10-unit NFL best bet that comes out of my predictive models. When we don't know when that's going to happen, but they average 1, 2, 3 per month basically in the NFL. So it might be a few weeks. It might even be week 1. I might up one there as well. But anyway, let's get to the Major League Baseball slate here. I have an excellent system to present to you, and this is another one of those blackjack themed betting systems that I absolutely love. Now, yesterday's didn't win. That doesn't mean that we stop playing them. That's part of this methodology and the mentality of betting numbers. You're not betting mascots. No team is screwing you out of a loss or deliberately losing because they know you bet the game. But sometimes, I even have friends that I try to teach this to, and they take it very personally when they lose. And that's something that you really can't do. You got to have a short memory. It's like striking out with the bases loaded and your team is tied. By the time you get to the next at bat or the next opportunity to field the ball, you better not be thinking about that opportunity gone aside there, and you better be thinking about fielding the ball. Otherwise, you're not going to be at the major league level very long. And that's the same, I think, in any profession that we choose to get into. When you want to get up to the elite levels of whatever job it is in this world, you got to have a short memory. You got to have some pretty thick skin too. So now let's talk about this blackjack betting system here. This is a game tomorrow night, a great matchup. The surging red-hot Seattle Mariners are hosting the Baltimore Orioles, who have really taken control, I think, of the American League East. There's still a lot of work to be done here, and Toronto is surging. They're going to have to keep winning. It's not a simple thing as it might appear to be, but they are a team, I think, that is in great shape to win the division and host at least one of the series to get into the World Series. So we're going to bet on road underdogs, being the Orioles, between 120 and 140. They're currently 125. They opened at 115. So there is money pouring on Seattle, which I really like seeing this in this early action, because by tomorrow, you might be able to get 130, 135 on this. And if for some reason it goes to 141 or 145, don't think that the system is disqualified from playing on the Orioles. It is not. The higher that dog line goes, it actually becomes better ROI over the course of a season. So that's what we're hoping for overnight. Now, if our dog has a starter on the hill with a 4.20 to 4.70 ERA, and the host being Seattle has a starter that averages 5 or more strikeouts per start, which is pretty decent. Look at the record, folks. 27-25, 131 moneyline wager, 20% ROI just over the last 5 seasons. A dime bettor has made $12,120 in profits just doing those 3 steps and identifying the game to bet on. One step further down the database, 13-8 for 62% if our dog is from the American League, which Baltimore certainly is from the American League. 44% ROI over the last 5 seasons. So this is a really great opportunity, in my opinion. I'm going to be on it personally, and you should be too, in my humble opinion. But always make your own decision, folks. You can get my subscription, but a lot of people use my subscription as research for their other handicapping endeavors. And I don't take offense if somebody says, you know what, I took Texas last night instead of Oakland, and hey, good, you won. That's what this is all about, is making all of us better bettors and more astute, smart, intelligent, not emotionally driven bettors, because that is a surefire recipe to lose money. In the football here, this is the pick tonight that you can get. It's normally $75, but for today it's $50 because you're watching the show, or as a special deal because you're watching this show. You can get the entire NFL preseason for $129 right now. This play tonight is backed by a system that you get to see. You get to keep it. You can bet it forever. That's the whole purpose of it. It has gone 16-0 against the spread. That is an incredible situation. Eventually it's going to lose, folks. I don't know if it's going to be tonight, but when you have a 16-0 and you see what the system is, there is no reason to not bet this game, but don't extend yourself. Remember, bet with your head, not over it. So you can see 68% last year against the spread in the NFL season. My 10-unit plays are hitting 69% across all sports over more than 3 seasons of action. You get the payment information there. If you use Zelle, just send me a direct message on Twitter or my email address at johnryansports@gmail.com. And I'll give you the info to send the payment to me using Zelle. So I think that's all I have for today, but I do hope that I get to know a lot of you through new clients here that may buy that top play tonight. I hope you do, because the whole thing behind this is, yes, we're going to make money. We're going to do our best to make a lot of money, but one play does not dictate the success of a season. But I can assure you of one thing. I'm going to provide a ton of betting intelligence during the football season, during the NBA season, during the rest of the Major League Baseball season, and my records speak for themselves. You can see very easily that basically since July 1, sorry about that, basically since July 1, we're hitting 75%, which is a very, very high level for as many plays as I've done here. 45 and 15 is the number. That's 60 best bets in baseball since about July 1. So that is a heck of a streak, humbly said. WNBA is 27 and 10 against the spread. I have 2 more of those going tonight on Thursday. And I have a Canadian Football League, which is 11-3 and 1, 79%. I think that'll probably, if we hit 67% for the whole season, hey, that's outstanding. And I humbly say that too. But I encourage you to get on board with me. I have some of the lowest subscription prices I've ever offered for the NFL and college football, because I want to appeal to everybody. I want to make it affordable for everybody to enjoy. And most of all, I want to help you learn how to do this, have fun, and make it more entertaining to watch a football game. That's what this whole thing is about. We're not talking about winning the Powerball. We're not talking about winning tens of millions of dollars or betting $100,000 on one game. We're talking about learning how to invest in the sport that we love, and it just adds a little bit more entertainment to it. Makes it a little bit more exciting to have a player prop bet out there, cheering for your favorite guy to hit a home run or to kick the winning field goal with 3 seconds left on the clock. I think you get my point. So I'm glad that you took the time to join this show, and spread the good word if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell, because when you ring the bell, I'm going to be doing a lot of shows, folks, and not all of them are going to be like this, being 8 minutes. They're going to be quick hitting, minute and a half, bang, done. You get the information. You can do with it what you want, and that'll be about it. But by ringing the bell, you'll get notified of every new video I put up on YouTube. And you may have noticed we have doubled our subscriber growth in 10 days, folks. So I must be doing something right, and I aim to keep doing things right. So again, I look forward to having you on board for tonight's game. In fact, the whole card can be available for that $50 price too, just because you're watching this show. So give me a direct message or leave a comment here in the video, and I'll get a hold of you, and we'll get this rolling. So thanks again for watching, and until tomorrow, bet with your heads, not over it, and may all the wins be yours.